Oh, and this is Will. I'm disabled somewhat. Why is it that the Mormons tend to manipulate and take advantage of people who are disabled a lot? I'm disabled myself, and it gets frustrating. And I was wondering if you could give some insight on that. Thank you. I'll be watching for you. Bye, Owen.
Cults are well known for taking advantage of vulnerable people. Usually it's emotionally vulnerable people. They'll target people who just had a death in the family, for example. Since the pandemic lockdowns hit, Jehovah's Witnesses have actually taken to Twitter instead of knocking on doors. They've expanded their preaching work from just knocking on doors to writing letters and sending them to everybody in the phone book and social media witnessing, as they call it. In some cases, the old school ones who don't really want to do that have been known to go to gas stations at like 9 in the morning and try to pass out tracts and magazines to the workers at the gas stations, public areas. At any rate, they're really focusing in on social media witnessing. So I've been trying to keep track of what they're doing. And there are a few Jehovah's Witnesses who are going around to different parts of the internet, like Twitter, and just searching for death and replying to tweets from people who are talking about how they just had a death in the family, for example. This actually happened to somebody that I'm friends with, Digital Hammurabi, the YouTube channel, had this happen to them recently. This Jehovah's Witness just went in, searched for somebody who's suffering from some situation, some illness or a death in the family or something like that, and they start spouting off their propaganda in the comments section. It's because when people are desperate for something, they're more willing to listen to the only source of hope they can find, even if it isn't actually the only source of hope. Jehovah's Witnesses, at the very least, want to portray it as that. So anytime somebody is suffering from a physical or an emotional condition that they're dealing with, that's when cults see an opportunity to swoop in and take advantage. I would be willing to bet that that's probably why Mormons seem so interested in you and your situation.